Joe in real life. Okay, day 15 of the 11th annual Great Burpee War. I'm a little sore today. I overdid it. My glutes, which are plump, yet somehow firm, are on the sore side. I'm moving like the Tin Man. I'm kind of herky-jerky. Today, I'm going to take it easy. I got a little excited. My wrist and ankle felt good yesterday. So today, just the burpees, and I'm going to pair it with something. I think the ab wheel. I'll show it to you. You'll see it in a minute. I'm a big fan of couplets and sometimes triplets in exercise. This is an old topic, but I think people overcomplicate fitness. I think especially a triplet, say in a time domain of 20 minutes, is everything you need, you know? Here's an example. Take 3 basic calisthenics, like a pull-up, a push-up, a bodyweight squat, all bodyweight exercises. Pick a rep range for those 3 exercises, something you can handle easily. Do them consecutively with minimal rest or rest only as needed for 20 minutes. Allow that rep range to go from totally manageable to completely unmanageable just through the passage of that 20 minutes. Do that once every 3 days. Do it just twice a week. That's all the exercise you'll ever need. That's 40 minutes a week, maybe an hour, and you'll be an exceedingly fit human animal. I'm beating an old drum here, but I think people are so afraid to not do something awesome, something radically life-changing, that instead they do nothing. And I absolutely hate that attitude, you know? Because I feel like the gap between doing something good, very effective, quietly life-changing, and doing the optimal thing is paper thin, you know? And you miss a lot of good stuff. You miss the richness of that quietly life-changing action that you absolutely can sustain, can participate in, and can add meaning and purpose to your life. Whereas the optimal thing, all that's ever going to do, unless you're one of the 1% of type A elite mesomorphs, is burn you to powder, you know? It's going to crush you, and it's going to kill your spirit. But something simple, something that you can invest in over time, that'll pay you back forever, you know? And you always have the option to make it more complicated, to make it more detailed, to invite and start your love affair with novelty. God, I look like a homeless person right now. This beard is gross. You guys wearing beards? I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you, man. But a deal's a deal. Anyway, I'll be inside in a second. You'll see my couplet. I'm gonna do every minute on the minute. Let's call it 5 burpees, 2 ab wheels, 20 minutes. I'm done for the day. That's it. Got to give the body the opportunity to adapt. I'll see you in a little bit. I love you guys. Okay, here we are. Yep. Ooh, look at me, kissing the guns. I forgot I did that. I'm a little out of breath still. It ended up being too easy. 5 burpees, 2 ab rollouts. Probably I should have done 5 and 3 or 6 and 2. But you get the basic idea. It's a couplet. They're antagonist movements, or as close to antagonist as I can get. And just rewatching this video as I record this, I need to get you a better shot of that ab roller, but you've seen them before. They're gimmicky pieces of trash. You can get them at any sporting goods store. They're under $20. They're frequently under 10. It looks like the sort of thing that you'd buy fully expecting it not to work. You know? some piece of home gym trash that you're absolutely wasting your money on. And normally you'd be right. But in this rare instance, these things are phenomenal. If you've never used one before, I would legitimately urge you to proceed with caution. The first time you use it, it's absolutely gonna shred your midsection. And for my Gina, your lower back, you know, you really have to have a tight plank. That's the bad news. The good news is you will develop a tight plank super fast with this because it's absolutely necessary. So, by way of a kind of roundabout justification, I think it's pretty good antagonist work for the burpee, especially if you're having some hip, hamstring, lower back issues. This will tune you up pretty fast. So what else? I was feeling relatively okay today, sans a little muscle soreness. And the first round of this was too easy. And by the last round, I was breathing hard and I had a good sweat, but it was still too easy. Perfect for today. Today's kind of a recovery day, or what passes for a recovery day during this challenge. But if you're doing this sort of thing at home, you want to make sure your intensity is up high enough. So this is how I think of it. You of course do a warm-up. Your warm-up should have you ready for work and you should be under zone 1. And for those of you not familiar with the zones, let's say your resting heart rate is 60 beats a minute, 60, 70, 80. You want to be under 100, maybe just a hair over by the time you start your work. And your work should finish with you in zone 2. That would be like roughly the 140, like 130s, 140s, 150 heart range. Potentially just peaking, just getting a glimpse of zone 3, being the 150, 60, 70 range. And then, I mean, the next part is logical enough. Let's say this is a 20-minute or a 30-minute workout. You bust out your handy dandy notebook, you write down what you did, how long it took you, how it felt, and in the future, when you revisit this workout, you can revisit it frequently, or you can pitch it down the road 3 months. You compete against your record. I'll say this flatly. If you're not keeping a journal of your exercise, and yeah, I'm talking to you too, yogis. It's called svadhyaya, self-study. You're fucking up. You have to have a journal. You have to have a record of this stuff. Why? Because your memory is a fucking liar. Your brain's gonna lie to you about what you did. A record, you can still lie to yourself, but it's harder, you know? And especially if you're doing this kind of work, it's really difficult to track progressive overload. It's of course happening, but it's hard to track. So your record, oh, I'm done. Hey, I love you guys. Oh no! Okay, I got cut off. As you can see, I'm making an excessive number of sausage links and French toast for my babies. All I wanted to say is that your ledger is your best defense against your mounting insecurities. Here's mine, all right? I keep all of my exercise secrets in there. I like to review my ledger, I don't know, at least once a week, often more than that. I promise you, it's a good use of your time. Keep a ledger, review it constantly, or as much as, review it at least once a week. That's it. All right, I love you idiots. Be good to each other. Secret Wars.